Don't you ever feel, since we scroll, the only women, or for example, if you're a woman, the only men that we know about, or the ones that we're only attracted to, are the ones on social media? Could you believe this is almost, I would believe, everybody's problem? If you really think about it, even if I would even assume, I'm gonna just throw a hypothesis uh, out there that even married people have that same effect of, man, it's only that individual that, you know what I mean? It's like, there's many layers to unpack here when we think, okay, the type of person that I want to date, right? Compared to what society deems as beautiful, or you know what I mean? Like, especially from the consumer, we're just watching the individual and we're seeing, oh man, this person is, by the looks of it, the only good looking person here, right? False. Obviously, that's an aspect of an individual, right? That's beautiful, right? And because it's like in sales, right? And I believe Grant Cardone said this, if you see it often or if you see it so much, then it becomes the truth, right? So if it's said so often, it becomes the truth. Very dangerous, obviously, right? To say something like that, but it's obviously in a way true, you know? What's a common thing that when everybody says, right? And when it really comes down to it, it's not true, right? So where am I trying to go with this? Give me a little second. I need to regroup. So where am I trying to go with this? Obviously, we have a phone. It's 2025. We have a phone, right? And we have a place of work, assuming you're at that age, right, that you work. And even if you don't, there's a home that you live in, hopefully, right? Or even not even that, right? There's an environment that you stay in. All these are either upgraded for you or downgraded for you because there's comparisons, right? Using these devices. Okay? Now, the most common women that we see, right? What is it? Big butts, showing a lot, right? And whatever ideology that they have. There's obviously a factor of visual, right? Because these phones are visual, right? We look through almost another portal, seeing a whole other life, right? Also false. It's a perception, it's a glimpse, not of a life, of like a segment, of a partial point in time of an individual, right? And for many people who are social media famous, right, there's many of those points, right, that we can only calculate and determine, okay, this person is either good for me or not good for me. And even that is subjective. So when we look for a woman, obviously we cannot judge every woman, right? Like I said in my threads, this perspective that I'm telling you right now is literally a dart in the ocean. Take it with a grain. I'm just speaking and trying to hopefully entertain you at the same time. Enjoy a perspective that we all should consider, especially if you're single, you know, or engaged. And there's a dynamic of, okay, what I like and what's actually good for me, right? What I like as a man, right, is obviously the visual, right? What looks good and what hears good, what sounds nice, right? Maybe we see glimpses of their personal life, right? And we connect or we admire or appreciate, right? Again, they're all glimpses, whether they be true, false. There's a variable. It's a big variable that we don't know. We just see things at face value, right? What's shown to us. And if you know what from experience, what I show is all intentional, right? I'm gonna show you the best that I have, right? Or I'm gonna just show, I don't know. We all are like the directors of our social media, pretty much, right? And that's important to consider, because if we're just basing our decisions off these best perspectives or whatever it be, we have a short piece of the puzzle. Obviously, the more pieces we have, we can form a better visual of the thing, right? So if there's many cases, if there's many scenarios, whether this individual has had many falling outs with not just one, not just two, three, four, it goes up and up, right? You can consider that in marriages as well. It's a partnership, right? Everything you can tell through pieces, right? You shouldn't be, this brings me back to stock trading. You shouldn't be making these decisions, right? These big decisions off one, two pieces of one second. So if they have many things to go off of, right? And it also means like you also have to kind of be a stalker, right? If you think that this person has a potentiality to be in your life, right? You kind of have to do your research. Like if you're applying for a job, right? You got to see, okay, this right here is cool. This I connect to. This I could relate to. There's a shared experience here, right? And obviously, we've all had these stalker. I wouldn't even say stalker, but we analyze deeper, right? It isn't until we analyze these deeper pieces of information, right? Whether it be through a short span of time or through a longer, right, span of time, we have more information, hopefully, right? Which can only, we are the person that puts the pieces together. We don't make no piece, we don't make no decision. It's just what is known, the truth, right? Okay, this person has been with this individual. That's known. That's the truth. It's been seen, right? This person is known with this individual. Boom. This person has lied in this scenario. Boom. This person has lied in this scenario. Boom. There's weird instances with these people in many cases. And you just kind of like put everything and you just kind of transfer it to the wall, to the whiteboard. And as you see, you'd be like, okay, yeah, this person has about 60% of bad or red flags, right? This person has about 60% red flags from what I've seen, what is out there, to the time period that I've been watching them. Like, okay, that should already be a sign, right? Okay, this individual may not be the best, right? For my life to associate myself with them, right? Especially in a more intimate sense. Okay, that's when we're really like putting applied intention into actual, I don't know how to put it, but long story short, the proof is in the pudding. Don't react based on emotion. Put the facts up front, outlay them. I know our inner being wants to be like, man, I really want her. I think it could work, right? And maybe it would, or maybe it could, right? But you also got to look at the facts, right? And this is where a faith, right? But the faith principle really should only play in part where all the pieces are more in your favor, right? Because even when everything is in your favor and everything is she looks good, right? And we take the chance, there's still a faith principle. But you're more likely to use that faith, and it's more likely to work in your hands, right? When it's more of a green flag scenario. But yeah.